Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm Nikki McCutchen. I will be your host for this evening. We are super excited to just take 30 minutes tonight to share with you this amazing technology that we are truly watching change lives constantly. It is just truly such a blessing to be a part of a company and being able to bless and help people in this way so easily, so affordably. So just know whoever invited you to the call tonight must really care about you to want you to know about this technology. We have started a new thing on Monday nights. So if you are new to the call tonight, please put your name in the chat. So if you're brand new, haven't started using the technology, please put your name in the chat, and we are going to do the wheel of names. Oh, sorry, Vicky. I don't know if you were. I hit your button. Anywhere, put your name in the chat if you're brand new. We'll do the wheel of names at the end, and someone's going to win a 5-day supply of our stem cell regeneration technology. And so I wouldn't necessarily expect anything for you to notice anything with that, but it's just nice to have kind of a trial and get to experience the technology a little bit. But anyway, just as our thank you for taking time to come on here for 30 minutes. So if you're brand new, please put your name in the chat. Please know that we're going to start doing this every Monday night. So we want you to invite people. We want to get this information out to as many people as possible because, like I said, it's changing lives, and we want to be a part of that. We want to be a part of helping as many people as we possibly can. So we just want to start with the medical disclaimer. Tonight, what we'll be sharing is for informational purposes only. All Lifeway products are not intended to treat, cure, diagnose, or prevent any dis-ease in the body. If you're on medications or have medical conditions or are pregnant or nursing, please check with your preferred healthcare practitioner first. And so with that, we are going to share this really cool technology with you tonight. The company has been around for over 20 years. Our technology is FDA recognized as a general wellness product. It's a class 1 medical device. So this tiny little thing that looks like a Band-Aid, little patch. It's completely non-transdermal. There is nothing that transfers from this patch into your body. So it is completely sealed on both sides with medical grade plastic with hypoallergenic adhesive. So as long as you're not allergic to Band-Aids, you should not be allergic to this. The cool thing is that if you are allergic to Band-Aids, you just put this on the inside of your clothes instead. And I'm going to explain why. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm going to explain it all so it won't be crazy after you understand what I'm talking about. But you can just put it on the inside of your clothes. You can stick it in your pocket. So again, completely non-transdermal. There's nothing transferring from the patch into your body. Most people are used to transdermal patches. So nicotine patch, estrogen patch, vitamin patch, all those things transfer something from the patch into your body. This works completely different, and I'm going to explain that process to you as well tonight. But just know that on the inside of that patch, that little white disc that you see, that is made up of, on the inside of there, organic, it's a crystal lattice structure. So that's a scientific term that is made up of organic amino acids, salts, and sugars that are at the stereoisomer level. So you cannot pull these out of your pantry. That's not what this is. Like, you have to see them under a microscope. They're all crystals that are reflective. They work like a mirror reflecting back into your body. I'm going to go into that in a minute as well. This technology is 96% effectiveness. It has a 96% effectiveness rate. I don't know what other things on the market that you can find that have that high of effectiveness rate, especially when you're talking about there's no side effects. This is all allowing your body to come back into homeostasis, come back into balance. Everything is about supporting your body's infinite design, how we were designed by God, and supporting that and allowing our body to work the way that it was designed. So this patch doesn't heal anything. It doesn't, it's not putting anything into you. It just supports the body's design, and it's the body. We were designed to heal. The body is designed to heal. And so when you support the way it's designed, all kinds of amazing things can happen. And so it's it's not shocking to me that our inventor and founder David Schmidt has studied the way that God has put things in the body, different peptides, and then how to activate those, how to turn those back on, because as we age, they just start to decline. They start to not work properly. And so he's studied how those work in the body and how those can be signaled, kind of like when we go to the gym and we start working out. out. We're telling our muscles, our tendons, our ligaments, our bones to be strong. We want them to work. We want them to, have activity, have life on our behalf every single day. And so this works that same way in that it's activated then, so that our body can be reset to a younger, healthier state. And so when you do that, when you work off of God's design, anything is possible, and He can do anything He wants in our bodies. And it's truly amazing. And I love every minute of it. So just know this technology is extremely affordable. The only thing that even comes close to what this technology does is a stem cell injection. And so I was talking to somebody today, and they were telling me how a family member had gotten stem cell injections. They didn't work. So that happens sometimes. So they've spent thousands and thousands of dollars, didn't work. And with this, the cool thing is, again, and that stem cell injection is targeting one thing. It's going after one area of the body. This, you're turning on the peptide that does that in the body. And then those cells can go anywhere, do anything, become anything that your body needs them to do, because that's how that peptide works in the body. The cool thing is that this peptide has a very long list of things. So I'm going to go over just 5 things that this peptide actually does. I was listening to a doctor or a gal today, and she was talking about how there's 13,000 different body systems that get activated by GHKCU. I haven't looked that up, so you may want to look that up, but I was like shocked. Like I hadn't heard that number before. So this peptide truly turns on a lot of different things. So a stem cell injection is targeting one thing. You are getting many body benefits by just wearing this tiny one little technology each day. So this is a patented technology. We have over 200 patents. There's over 90 clinical studies. Like I said, pennies on the dollar compared to a stem cell injection, and you're getting way more than you will ever get with a stem cell injection for support of your body. So let's talk about how this actually works. So it works through a process called photobiomodulation. That's just a big word for light making change in the body. So every time you step out into the sun and the sun hits your skin and your eyes, it tells your body to make vitamin D. And that vitamin D goes and does in the body what it was designed to do. So again, it's just the sun is the trigger. It's activating that vitamin D so that the body can do what it was designed to do. And so this technology works that same way. So we don't have to be in the sun in order for it to work. We are the light source that activates this amazing technology. So we have an infrared light that comes out of our body at every place. So when you're thinking about the military and they are using night vision goggles and they are talking about seeing through those night vision goggles a heat signature, that heat signature scientifically is a low-grade infrared light that they're looking at. So that low-grade infrared light reflects off of this patch like a mirror back into the body at a very specific frequency that will turn on different peptides in the body so that they will go and do what they were already designed to do. So you can actually wear this on your body anywhere you want to, because it comes out of everywhere. We do have clinically tested spots, which can be recommended. But if you have an issue with your knee, you can put it on your knee. We don't know if it's going to work on your knee right away, but you can put it there and maybe you'll get some pain relief, some inflammation relief, some things like that sometimes happen for people. Your shoulder, it doesn't matter. So how we wear it is 12 hours on and 12 hours off. So I put mine on in the morning when I get up. I take them off at night when I go to bed. And the next day I put on brand new patches. So it's 12 hours on and 12 hours off. And you just do that each and every day. So, okay, so Pastor Ed's correcting me. I don't know what I was listening to today where they said that. GHK copper peptide, which is what I'm going to talk about here in a minute, that's the peptide that gets activated by this technology. That's what, if you're brand new to the call tonight, you're going to be able to win 5 free, be in a wheel of names to win 5 free days of the X39 technology. So he says GHK helps at least 7 to 8 major body systems through its powerful regenerative and inflammatory and gene regulating properties. So maybe, I don't know, I'll have to go back and listen to the video because I was like, what did she just say? So I'm glad you said that, Pastor Ed. Thank you so much. So GHK copper peptide, let's get back to that. If you Google it, it's going to come up with a very long list of things. Maybe that's what it was. List of things that it benefits, that it does in the body. If you can go on PubMed and search it up. There's multiple pages because there's over 50 years of research on GHK copper peptide. And so they know what this peptide does in the body, and they've been researching it now for 50 years. So let's go back to the stem cells. So the first thing that it does which is what is so amazing, is that it's activating the regenerative cells in your body that then your body can decide where it is you need help with. So your brain, your heart, your knee, your shoulder, whatever it might be, your body will put those in an order and it will decide where it's going to send those to regenerate. The cool thing is that the longer you utilize the technology, the more and more things it starts to regenerate. This technology has a compounding effect. So like for me, I have been using it for 2 years. My thyroid had been showing some distress. At 2 years, my thyroid has now shows completely normal. There's no more problems. It's completely regenerated. So if I would have stopped, like usually I tell people, give it 6 to 12 months, give it a really good shot because this is natural. We're having the body operate naturally. So if you have things going on with you, it may take longer than 6 to 12 months to get to some of the things that are on your list. Now you might notice, sleeping better right away. You could have energy improvements right away. You could see enhanced performance happening for you right away. Those are things that are very common that people will see within the first 3 to 6 weeks. As you keep going, more and more things are going to happen. So if I would have stopped using the technology at 6 to 12 months, I would have never seen my thyroid regenerate. So we are only moving down a path in one direction. Our stem cells begin to no longer work optimally at 50% when we're 30. By the time we're 30, 50% of our regenerative cells are no longer working optimally in the body. By the time we're 60, there's only 10% of our regenerative cells that are any longer operating optimally in the body. So you can see when you think about just yourself between ages 30 and 60, aches, pains, illness, disease, all these different things have set in. It's because those stem cells are no longer working optimally. So when you utilize this technology, it has the ability to reset 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state, activate those regenerative cells so you can have all kinds of different body improvements. But think about this. If you have something going on in your DNA, okay, and you don't have to know what it is, or maybe you do know what it is, your family has a gene mutation of some sort. What if this is one of those gene mutations that you didn't have when you were 25? You knew it was in your family, but you didn't have any symptomology of it. And for you, then it resets that to a younger, healthier state. So whatever your family's gone through, you may not have to go into that because now your DNA has been reset. That is fascinating. Okay. So not only all the stem cell activity, but then you have DNA that's resetting to a younger, healthier state. There's no other place. Okay. You can't get this any other place. And for this easy, affordable way to do something like this with this technology. So that's the first major body system that we usually talk to people about because it's so powerful. The second one is your cardiovascular system. Okay, so your cardiovascular system is supported at the mitochondrial level with this. So we see people all the time who are able to, reduce medications that they're on. Their blood pressure comes back into balance. So those are very common things that happen as well with this technology. The lining of the blood vessels begins, to balance. So all of those things happen fairly. Again, we see it fairly often in the cardiovascular system. I even have a friend who has a major heart condition. And I would have never, if you understood what his health was like, I told him 2 years. You need to give this technology 2 years. I have no idea if it's going to help you. I have no idea, but just set it in your mind. Let's see what it does in 2 years. What kind of benefits do you get? Because he's going to the doctor often to have checks. So with his heart, at 9 months, he'd been consistent, really gotten in a consistent rhythm of, wearing it, and really, and only pretty much only our stem cell activation technology. And his heart is now reversing. and like I would have never expected that. So huge benefits for the heart, his brain as well. So that's another major body system that I talk about. Your brain function is supported. I would have never told him that his brain and his heart, this technology would allow his body to work on both of those areas at the same time, because like I said, it's major. Would have never ever told him that I thought that it would do that. It did. It worked on both things at the same time. His brain is now growing new neural pathways. Okay. His doctor told him that's not possible. Like, we've never seen this before. I don't know what you're doing. Like this doesn't make any sense because it's not possible what I'm seeing on this scan. So again, your body we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And so when we support the design by the creator, anything is possible. And ultimately, the way I look at it is that God decides. God then decides when we're following his plan, when we're supporting his design and the way he does things. So also helps with wound healing. So any type of, diabetic issue where you have wounds going on or you have surgeries, it helps with all of that. I was showing somebody yesterday my scar because she had lifted up her pants because her knee hurt. So I was putting a patch on her knee, and she has this huge scar, and her surgery, has been a while, and it was raised and red. And I was like, oh girl, we can look at my scar. we can take care of the way that scar looks because the collagen. So another major body system. So the collagen is completely supported. So your collagen, all 28 different types are supported in your body. So at about 3 months is when that collagen system is really supported by the GHK copper peptide. So I'll tell people if they want to start reducing or going off their collagen supplementation and see how they, feel about that, they can totally do that. Because most really high quality collagen supplements are only going to support, like the best I've seen is I think like 9 different types in the body. So there's 28 different types. So when you are supporting the design, the infinite design, then you get all this extra activity. So it's not just hair, skin, and nails. Most people, that's what's in a lot of those collagen supplements is for hair, skin, and nails. This is going to support the cartilage, the lining of all of your organs, the tendons, everything in your body. The collagen is what is the glue that holds our bodies together. Even the teeny tiny little meridian systems that we think about for acupuncture, that's not mystical. That's scientific. The meridian systems are tiny little spindles of collagen fibers that run all throughout the body for communication. So imagine if you get those communication, spindles going and operating and holding together properly, then across your body, which is why you can have so much better communication and have health across your body when you're using technology like this, because it's even helping to support the tiny little one of the small little communication systems that runs through our entire body. It's just truly fascinating. So, and the fifth major area that everybody is always talking about is our immune system. So 5 major body areas that are supported in one tiny little patch, one tiny little technology. All you got to do is put it on in the morning when you get up. You take it off when you go to bed at night. The next day you put on a brand new patch and you get all of these benefits. That's 5. I haven't even listed, like I said, Google it. I haven't even listed all the benefits you're getting through activating GHK copper peptide. It would be, I can't even imagine the hundreds and hundreds of dollars that we would have to spend every single month to try to support our bodies naturally with supplementation to do all the things that GHK copper peptide actually does in the body. It's just truly amazing. And then you're dealing with, are they bioavailable? Is your body going to absorb them? Is it going to go across each, so is it your body going to grab onto it? Is it going to transport it properly? And then is the cell going to be able to absorb that properly? There's all kinds of places that most people have issues along those transport chains to where it never actually gets into the cell like you want it to, like it needs to, so that your body can truly optimize whatever you're taking exogenously. Guess what? We never have to worry about this with this tiny little patch. You put this on, and then that peptide is supported and activated and has the ability to do what it was designed to do. It's just truly remarkable. So again, I would say 6 months, to 12 months, really give it a good shot. Then go back into your doctor. Most of the time, most people are feeling, seeing, noticing something. Sometimes people are not. So you need some type of test result to show you that it's actually working. My husband is actually one of those people. He feels nothing, but guess what? Because of the technology and some support of some supplementation to remove heavy metals out of the body, he was able to do that. And we were able to see all that on test results. You can see the blood pressure come down, even though he doesn't have any symptomology of that. His blood pressure comes back into balance. So we've seen it across the board with all of his, different blood tests and things like that. So you don't have to feel anything to know that it's working. It's absolutely working all the time, and especially if you're here in Tulsa, I have a fantastic network of practitioners that I can send you to that are able to show you instantly that the technology is automatically working, whether you feel it or not. So just be rest assured that there are ways to test that. I know if you're with, Vicki and Ed, they have scanners that they can use as well to show you that it's absolutely working. So hydration is key. I always like to talk about hydration because good, high quality water is key to anything in your body for health. I patched several people this morning who'd all had coffee and no water. It's like, oh my gosh, okay. How can you want to chug that bottle of water for me? Like, how fast can I get water in here? And I pretty much just tell people, listen, I'm not going to expect for you to feel something right now. That would be normal if it'd been, farther on in the day that you had some water, but your body's cells talk to each other through hydration. For anything, for any kind of cellular communication, that's how they talk to each other, through hydration and electrolytes. So high quality electrolytes and water. Obviously, we're having a water system come out here soon that's going to be fantastic delivery system for the body, which is just I can't even wait to hear all the stories. I'm already anticipating how amazing they're going to be. But regardless, good high quality water, get the junk out of your water, make sure you have filters, you use or order your water, whatever you got to do, but there is all kinds of toxins in our water. So please drink high quality water. So what questions can I answer? Feel free to put them in the chat. You can come on, you can unmute yourself, whatever your questions might be, we're happy to answer them. I don't think there must not have been anybody new on. If you did get on later and you're brand new, put your name in the chat because we can put you in that wheel of names to do that. But please invite new people because we'll be doing that wheel of names every Monday. So somebody can win 5 days completely for free of our stem cell activation technology. So somebody has a story. Does anybody have a story to share?
All right. Oh, I do have a story. Just today,
Fantastic.
of course, you were on our call not too long ago, but I've been helping this girl. She's had quite a few health challenges over the years, and she has patches. This morning, she had to take her daughter in to the dentist, and they did some numbing and some dental work, and they gave her some medicine for the pain, and she didn't want to take the pain medicine, so the little girl is on the spectrum, and she didn't want to take any of the pain medication. So her mom just taped the ice way right on her cheeks. And within 2 minutes, it was gone, completely gone.
Praise the Lord. Yeah. That's why we do this. Like absolutely, when you can help a child. So I had a friend who just texted me this last week, and her niece has really, really bad coughing spells. So think of the condition that goes with all kinds of coughing and your lungs not being able to breathe very well. One day of patching, I think she's 8, one day of patching, and her coughing was so dramatically reduced. I mean, because they didn't want to do medications and inhalers and all that kind of stuff too. So yes, it's fantastic to be able to have a technology like this.
That's
Edlyn, did
beautiful.
you want to come on and you have a story or a question? Oh, you got to find the unmute button.
Okay.
Awesome.
A couple of days ago, I'm on my iPad and it's like weird. A
No,
couple
you're
of my
great.
team were getting together. We went to a restaurant. One of my team is a medical doctor, and she has 2 cockatoos. One's 10 years, one's 20. The 10-year-old she wears on her shoulder wherever she goes, right? So we go to this restaurant. We're having lunch. and everybody's like freaking out. Oh, the bird, the bird. So this man came over, started talking, was like a bird whisperer. And his wife kind of sat and watched. And then she came over and I said, do you or your husband have any pain? She said, no, he has nothing, but I'm supposed to have knee surgery. So I asked her if she minded if I patched her, because I carry Eon around with me just for things like that. So
Absolutely.
she let me put a patch on her back, and then she went back to visit with the person she was having lunch with. And I said, drink a whole glass of water and forget about it. So when I was leaving, maybe 20 minutes later, I went to say, nice to meet you. Thank you. And I got their information, of course. And she said, I don't believe it. I said, what? She said, I'm not having surgery. My knee doesn't hurt at all.
Praise the
So,
Lord.
the naysayers, I'm 2 sizes, almost 3 sizes smaller than I was in October. And I'm not dieting. I'm just living the life. And
Awesome.
I don't know. And I look terrible today, but how old do you think I am? I can't even do this right.
Oh gosh, I have no idea.
Take a guess. Take a guess.
65.
No, my son turned 60 April 22nd. I'm 81.
Oh my gosh.
And I have no makeup on today. And I'm going to have my gray covered on Wednesday. And I'll be looking the way I like to look. But
Wow. That's
don't
amazing.
Live it. So I am the model for all the guys on the team, because my card says age is just a number. Guess mine.
I love
And
it.
it's really
I love
fun.
it. Yes.
It's just, I'm having such a good time.
Oh
And
my gosh, that's awesome.
I'm over 6 months into using this. And
Okay,
when
you've
it
been
gets
using it
to
for
8
6
months,
months.
we'll reevaluate. And I don't see my primary until August, and I haven't seen her since last August.
Wow.
I'm just waiting to see the look on her face. So I'm having a
Absolutely.
really good time. It's so nice to be with this company, number one, because
Yes.
like you and Dr. Ed and his wife, this beautiful woman over here, who's got the greatest hair stuff. I can't make
Yes,
her
she
do that.
does.
So, and also Oksana, I'm learning so much. I know probably more digital stuff than a lot of the young people around, and it's fun. Your mind's alert, and it's fun to just keep learning. And I'll probably see most of you in October when we have the convention.
Yes,
I'll be
that's
there.
awesome. So tell me, you've been using it for 6 months, and what have you noticed in these first 6 months?
Well, my Hashimoto's disease was going crazy, so all those symptoms are gone.
Wow.
Like I said,
What kind of symptoms do you have with that?
with that, your thyroid says goodbye. I'm moving to another world. And there's 3 parts of the thyroid. So you take a thyroid pill for 50 milligrams and it does nothing because the other 2 aren't involved. And you go for a test and they say, fine. And my primary said, no, I'm not going to change it because you go through a lot of stuff when you play around with the thyroid. So Bob Chasen, who most of you probably know who he is, we've been friends for like 14 years. I watched him lose 80 pounds. I watched how that amazing personality came out from using LifeWave. So he's my mentor. And
that's awesome.
And I'm learning so much from him. I have a friend who's part Japanese. Her mother is 93 and she's here with her now and she's taking care of her. So we went over thinking we were going to help her mother. Bob speaks 6 languages fluently, lived in Japan. So he comes in and he bows to her and he starts talking to her in Japanese. Now, Bob is redhead, and she's kind of, you can see her in her mind, like, what is this man doing? And then we put the mic and then they converse for about 20 minutes in Japanese. And the daughter, who is not young, I mean, she's 60, she signed up because the mother says, I'm on oxygen. I don't need it. It's like,
wow. So I'm guessing you're still taking your thyroid medication, right?
Yeah, until I have my blood test, and I probably won't need it.
Yeah. That would be amazing. Yeah, my sister-in-law, she'd been on it for 9 years and she was able to come off as well. So I've definitely seen it happen. So that's awesome.
I've been on thyroid medicine. When I was young, when they were giving you major, amounts, I was chubby. So they gave it to me for that and then
oh wow,
stopped. but
Yeah.
nobody believes I'm the age I am,
Yeah,
including me,
no.
until I look
Yeah,
at certain things.
that's
Like
awesome.
I'm waiting
Yes.
for my teeth to be, I'm going through implants. And by the time I come to the convention, I'll have the actual teeth. But other than that, I have no
Yes.
complaints. It's amazing.
Yes.
And I
That's
get to meet
awesome.
these great people like you know.
Absolutely. I love it. Yeah. Aunt Frances is saying 81 and fabulous looking. So that's awesome. Yes. Thank you, Frances. Angelique, were you wanting to come on? Did you have something you wanted to say or ask? Oh, maybe she got off.
I have to say
Okay.
goodbye because I'm at the academy with Sam, and she's
Yeah.
coming on in about 20 minutes. See you
Awesome.
guys. And I've
Absolutely.
told a
Thanks
lot of
for
people
jumping on.
about you, so hopefully you'll get some more people coming in.
Yes. Awesome. Sounds great. So glad you were here. Anybody else want to share anything, or before we get off, we're at our 30 minutes, but if anybody else has a question, we'd be happy to answer it. Okay, well, good deal. Well, thank y'all for jumping on tonight. Just so you know as well, Dr. Caroline, she'll have her Facebook page open tonight at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. We'll be on for 30 minutes, just chit-chatting. So feel free to come on. You'll have a doctor on, so that's fantastic. So you can put questions in the chat. So it's just Caroline Williams on her Facebook page. And so please feel free to jump on that and have access to her as well. So with that, oh yes, Pastor Ed, please come on.
Sorry, I just wanted to tell you that if X39 and GHKCU helps 8 systems, there's 11 systems in our body. So there you go.
Ah, that's right. Okay, think that through for a second, y'all. 8 systems, and there's only 11 in our body. This is why anything is possible. So please share, please bring people back with you. We want to help as many people as we can. Thank you all for being on, and just know that oh yes, go ahead, Ricky.
Are they going to provide any kind of payment system when the water system comes out?
Yes. Yep, there will be payment plans. So I haven't heard how any of that's going to work, but yes, they've said that repeatedly, that there will be some type of financing.
Would they allow us to sell them in our plumbing company to people?
I would think so. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't. That would be amazing.
Okay.
That's a great idea, Ricky.
They
That's
have people all the
absolutely
time asking about them, and it'd be a nice way to introduce them into the system. And
Absolutely. Well, and even all of the clinical testing is done just on the water system. So there's not been or any testing that they've released yet where it's the water system plus the patches. So every test that they've run is strictly just on the water. So people are going to have fantastic results just with the water. So that's a great idea,
awesome.
Ricky. I love it.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. So with that, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. I'll be back next Monday night as well. Please join us Wednesday night. Let's see, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. That calls for an hour where we go over all the patches as well as the business opportunity. Thursday, we'll be back as well. We usually have a testimonial call. We'll see what we have for you this Thursday. But just please keep jumping on our calls, inviting people to join us. And with that, we pray blessing over each and every one of you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. God bless.
Good night. God bless.
Bless.